day on Facebook and good evening on YouTube. I welcome you all today. My name is Vimbai Chiwuswa, Life Coach Vimbai Chiwuswa. I am talking today to you, episode 1 of my life coaching sessions, which is Follow Your Dreams. Okay, I'm happy to be here today. I hope you're all well and you had a blessed week on it's good to be here with you. I've decided we were going to do this is episode 9, right? And I've gone back to do the first session, that way we started, like, which is episode 1. Episode 1, this is Follow Your Dreams. This is where my life coaching is all started. Okay. So this is for those who missed where we started and those who want to recap and listen to why I always say follow your dreams. Because, like those who've had some of the sessions, I always go back and say, yes, as you know, we are following our dreams, right? So this is where it all began. This is the first session where it all started. Like the thing being, I started by following my dream. So as I am walking my dream, you are coming along, okay? And as you are coming along, or at least I follow my dream, I hope you will be able to pick up from where you are to follow your dreams. By the way, I've got really lots of them dreams, right? So yeah, I'm trying to stay focused here. Oh gee. All right then. So as I say today, we are talking the first session, follow your dreams. Yeah. I always start by saying explanation to my sessions is I talk to you, the person who is listening to me, right? To say this is not about what everybody else is saying, but it's about you. Where are you going with your life? If you are sitting in that position where you think this is not me, this is not where I am, this is not where I want to be, I could be somewhere else, then this session is for you. If you are sitting in a position where you think like, yes, I've done this and that for this and that, for this one and that one, but I left myself somewhere, right? And it's time for you to say like, okay, now it's me on the line. It's me who's going to be sorting out my life. And you see, like, it's me who's going to be looking at what I'm going to do and change your life. That's what this session of my life session is all about. Say like, okay, I know there are things that happen in life, but it's about you who is listening to me, to say, look into yourself and say, where am I with my life? Where am I going with my life? Okay, so yeah, that's a little introduction to this. So we always start with quotations, right? To say, so what if some people, they can be like really popular people, they can be some unknown people, say, what if they said, yeah, and then maybe take some inspiration from that. All right, so my first inspiration comes from Pablo Picasso, and he's like a really popular artist. He said, everything you can imagine is real, right? So from an artist, then this becomes something else. Yeah. So everything you can imagine is real. Yeah. So you need to paint pictures, right? Paint pictures of that dream. Okay. Believe in your dreams no matter how impossible they seem. This is from Walt Disney. We have seen the Disney films. Uh, and remember where they started, who would have thought like at that time that films would be possible, but somebody dreamt and dreamt big, and we are still watching the Walt Disney films. Yeah, and more to come. All right. So yeah, and then there's this one that says, don't tell me the sky is the limit when there are footprints on the moon. That's from Paul Brandt. Yeah. Okay, so there is the aspect of the sky being the limit, and then if there is the moon, if like people went to the moon, so then the sky can't be the limit, can it be? But then that works for those who believe that there is a moon, and those who believe that there is there is something, there's another thing, there are other universes behind the sky. So yeah, I believe that there is a moon. So then the sky is not the limit anymore. There are other galaxies out there. But that's another topic, not for me. Okay, so let's talk maybe one more. Let me see one more topic, one more quotation. Right, listen to this one. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. And that's from Arthur Ashe. Remember, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. That's a powerful one. So that makes it, there is no excuse for you and me not to follow our dreams, because we can start anyway and anytime. All right, so that's, yeah, I love this one. To say, you cannot turn around and say I can't, because no, it doesn't work that way. Any position is a starting position. Okay, yeah. So that's that. Like, you see, there are some people we have been thinking, oh, let's use this as inspiration to say, yeah, yes, things can be hard, and like, you need to do something. And there is there is this one as well that I love, that dreams, like I always say, these are your dreams we are talking about. You are not dreaming for somebody, but you are dreaming for yourself. So if you are dreaming for yourself, right, what can possibly go wrong? The thing is, because it's your dream, if it's your dream, you should be able to make it happen. Yeah, and it's you to make this dream become a reality. Yeah, and so that you can live your dream. Okay, so we will hold on to that. But like, yeah, why? Because I just think, like, sometimes it's really good to get inspiration from other people. We have gone like like most of these guys that I've been reading from, they are really popular people, and they didn't just wake up popular. They had to work like really hard to be where they are, and like achieve what they achieved. Okay, so yes, it's impossible. It's possible to create things. It's possible to live your dreams, but it's only about how you go about it yourself. Okay, so our next part of the session will be like, now we look at why is it important that we chase these dreams? Why is it important that we have to follow the dreams? And why really? That's the point that we're looking at now. To say, like the first thing to say, like I said, this is your life, right? Because you are following your dream, you have something that gives you an inspiration to live. That you have something that that is part of you, that you really love. But because you love it, you glow when you do it. As you're doing whatever you're doing, as you're becoming successful in what you do, you live a fulfilled life. And the opposite of that would be like you being frustrated because you are just living another life that you think it wasn't meant to be you, or that kind of life that you're living is not you. So if you are living your dream, you will live a kind of fulfilled life. Okay, and then while you're chasing your dreams, while you're following up your heart to say this is what I want it to be, right, you find that like you summon courage, because chasing a dream, it needs courage, because remember, a dream starts as just an idea, and then from that idea you are just like, okay, like we were saying, it's a dream. Normally we get dreams when we are sleeping, unless if we're daydreaming, of course. Yeah, but like there is an element of sleeping. That means this thing that you are talking about can be like somebody who's just like hallucinating. Yeah, because it's a dream. Like I said, you are just visualizing things, you are imagining things. So sometimes like following up these pictures and make them a reality can be like really scaring, and can be really like somebody who's acting like you've lost it. right? But because it is your dream, that's what makes it different. It is your dream, it's you who is following, it's you who is chasing it, and it is your life. So then it becomes, it gives another level. It becomes it becomes this another level, or it, yeah, it goes to another level. Okay, so that's why it is important to, like, you are following your dreams, you are living that life that you want to live. Okay, and then we have the aspect of as you are following your dreams, you have something that you can tell your children about. To say, you know what, my child, I always say to my little boy, if he's trying to skip doing his homework, to say, I don't know what you are trying to do, my little boy. You know, your mother is a graduate, because I can read and write. I've gone to university. So if you can't read, where are you going? Look at your uncle, he's a graduate. Look at your aunt, she's a graduate. So in our family, we are intelligent people. That's what I tell my little boy. So if you don't want to be intelligent, like reading books and doing all that, who do you want to look like? Your daddy is an intelligent person. You know, your grandmother, everybody, we are all people who are doing our things, we're living our life. So if you don't want to be doing something with your life, like reading your books, urukuda kuita do force, and you want to be like an uneducated person, like whom in our family we don't have people who are lazy and who don't do things. But because I have done something, I've achieved something, I can turn back and say the same thing to my son as a way of encouraging him. Okay. And then, yes, great dreamers, like they people who dream things and follow their dreams, they have like this independent thing about them. Like, what I mean is, because they have walked the walk, like starting from, like I said, they normally a dream just starts as an idea, and then that is followed through, and sometimes it becomes a reality, or if well planned, it can become a real reality. All right. And then, because you have walked this walk from an idea into a reality, you have this independence about you, to say, like, you know what, yes, I've done it, I've walked it, I know what I'm doing, I know where I came from, I know what I'm going through. You can say it, and you can walk with confidence. You can say in confidence that, look, this is how things are done, because I've done it. Yeah. So like that, like following your dream and achieving that dream gives you this element of independency. And yeah, I've done it. Yeah. Okay. Following your dreams, if you make it like really big, you have nothing to regret, right? Because you know that you have done it, you planned it, you worked it, and you can actually use that. You can actually use that like that knowledge to inspire others, to say, look, guys, things can be done, this is how things are done, this is how I've done it, right? And then you won't live in that element of, I said, regret at the beginning, that, oh, if I had done this, I could be this, if I had what. You don't live in that desperation where you are just thinking, oh, maybe had I done this, things would be better, my life would be better, you are just regretting. It won't help you, it won't bring you anywhere, right? So this thing of like living in regrets, you might as well try to live your dreams, so that you don't fall in this life of regrets, which is no good for anybody anyway, right? So that's talking of regrets. And then I think, let me see if I still have a few more points on that. Like, why is it important to follow our dreams? Follow. It is important to follow your dreams, because let's remove the element of age into this, to say, like, oh, when I was at school, we were doing this. What do you want to be when you grow up? Like, yeah, I want to be a teacher, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a medical doctor, I want to be a lawyer. But now, as you were growing up, things didn't work that way. Maybe the parents didn't have enough money to send one or the other to the university. Maybe somebody got poorly. Maybe there are so many things that happen in life that can change one's course of life, right? Okay, suppose all these different things happen in your life, and you didn't manage to be that you wanted to be at the particular time, right? but it doesn't mean that your life is over. The fact that you are still alive means sometimes you can still change some things, right? If you still have a dream that is open, that you could have, then you chase it. You don't have to look at who's watching you, because remember, you are you are chasing that dream for yourself. So chase your dream and see that you make it. All right. Because if you don't do that, you will stay in this regret move, like what I said earlier on, that you say, like, oh, maybe I done this, and so remove the element of age to say, oh, I'm too old to go and do this. But because like, people will say, people will laugh, people will always say whatever they want anyway. So you might as well follow your dream. Yeah, look for the results. Like, we'll get back into deeper details with that to say what else is needed. But like, go for your dream. Remove the age aspect to it. It's just a limitation that you're putting on it yourself, right? And you go for your dream. Okay. So what else do I have? Like, let's see on that one. Yeah. Okay. So, like, with your dreams, let's remove categorizing them to say, yes, there is an element of hierarchy. How important is this dream to you, right? You can put hierarchies on your dreams, but it doesn't sorry, excuse me. Yeah, you can put hierarchies on the dream. That's okay. In order of importance to you. Say, like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I have to achieve this. These are my different dreams that I need to achieve. They are smaller dreams and bigger dreams, right? So it's up to you to put the hierarchy order in them and follow them one after the other, small or big, right? All dreams are important. The fact that you are dreaming them, it makes them important for you. The fact that you are dreaming them, it means they need doing. You need to achieve them, right? So don't mind what other people will say. They are your dreams, and then go for them. Okay. So that's that's that on following. Like, why is it important? I can give you many other reasons why it is important to follow your dreams. Okay, so but now we'll go on to the next part of the session, where we are going to talk about like we've spoken about the importance of the dreams. Like, now the way to achieve your dreams. You cannot just wake up and say, yeah, now I'm doing my dream, and then you think you just wake up and you don't plan anything, and then you just do it and you become successful. I don't think it does work that way, because even if we always say sometimes the only thing that works is lotto, but even if that lotto, you have to win it first. That means before you can win it, you have to buy the ticket first. Before you can buy the ticket, you have to organize your funds so that you can buy that lotto. So you see, even the lotto, it needs planning. Yeah. Okay. So then it means before we even go that deeper, we have to start. Where do we start with the dream? Yeah. A dream starts with you thinking something, with you imagining something, with you wishing for something, because you are there thinking, oh, this is something that I would like to do, right? If I do this, this would make me happy. You are dreaming about, you are thinking about it. Sometimes it can take time for you to have a clear picture of what this dream is all about. You have heard of some people who started some things. It was just a small project that they started, or maybe even a small hobby, and they were playing in their cellars, or in their spare rooms. They were just playing. It was just small, right? But because this idea that they started with the time, it became so massive that some of these little dreams have changed the world, right? That some of these really dreams have changed the world. Let's look at the internet. Somebody started playing somewhere. At least it used to be from what I know, it used to be a military, whatever, right? Military technology used to be in the military. But somebody somewhere thought, no, we can actually make it, available for you and me. And where are we today? Yeah, some of us have got all those gadgets that go into the internet, but it was somebody else who started dreaming somewhere, right? So dreams are very important. We have to start with the picture, right? And then is the more you think about this picture, the more you visualize it, the more it starts taking shape. Okay, so that will be that on dreaming it. And the next step will be like believe it. Remember, I said at the beginning, this is your dream. If you, the dreamer, is not believing on your dream, or not believing in your dream, you, the dreamer, you don't believe what you are really what you are really believing in. Why should other people believe you? Right? Honestly, if you yourself, the dreamer, is not believing what you are dreaming of, why should other people believe you? Right? We say the way you portray things, the way you portray yourself, the picture that you feel about what you're doing is the picture other people will pick. So if you are going about a funny picture of yourself, then people will pick that. So if you don't believe in this dream, then you might as well forget it. Or how do you say, can we undream a dream? I don't know. If you can undream a dream, then undream it, because you are not really standing, you are not like really behind it, right? So as you are dreaming it and believing in it, of course you have to see, there are some things that we dream that we surely know this is beyond my it sounds too good to be true, that for me I can do this, right? But yeah, well, that's why it is a dream, right? So you don't have to put boundaries to it. That's why it's a dream. Dream it, believe it, and then as you believe it, you will start making plans to make sure that you reach this dream step by step, and not get scared from the beginning. Because if you start putting boundaries to it, then you might as well limit what you can do before you even go anywhere. Yeah, so that's why it is important for you to say, like, I have to believe it myself that yes, I know maybe this is really massive, but because I'm believing in it, yeah, there surely will be a way. Okay, so we have started, like, you dream it, you believe it, you start seeing it, to say, like, okay, I've been saying this is what I want to do. Yeah, this is my dream, right? But you don't even know where you're going. It's like somebody who says, um I can see myself, as what, like, I'm seeing myself as a model. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's use an example of a model. Yes, I'm seeing myself as a model. All right, and then you start seeing, one, you don't even have a clue what models do. You don't even have, like, you don't even, you just know that you are looking beautiful, and maybe you're looking tall, but beyond that you can't. Then, like, it's time now to start saying, like, because you are now believing in your dream, you start seeing it, you start imagining, what do you need to have, what's this, what does it mean for you to say, like, you want to be a model? Yes, I want to be a teacher, but what do teachers do? You don't even have a clue. So it will disturb your picture, because you don't have feelers in this, to feel this picture, to make it complete, to make this vision of yours complete. You need to start visualizing it. I was using an example of saying, like, you want to build a house. You just know you want to build a house. You never sat down to think about, like, what should this house look like? Where are you going to look to like, to build your house? What, you're just saying, like, I want to build a house, full stop. Big question mark. But start thinking about this house, like, what, like, characteristics of it. Start visualizing it. The more you visualize this house, the more you see it with your eyes, in your vision, the more it starts making picture, the more you start like getting the feel of it, the more you start believing in it, the more you start even smelling it, because you're putting time in it, time and effort. Because if you are thinking about something and it's really occupying you, you will not just like leave it somehow halfway. You will really go into deeper detail to think about it and seeing it. Because whatever we see, we, unfortunately, as human beings, whatever we see makes sense to us. Then we can visualize it, then we can befriend ourselves with it, right? So like you have to better start seeing that vision in your with your own eyes. Like in the Bible they say seeing is believing. And believe it, like even if you don't have it yet, but start already seeing it, that it's my house, it will look like this. If it will have a green door, start painting the door green. If it will have big windows, start seeing those big windows. Are they just straight or do they have curves? Start seeing that, so that like the picture becomes like really complete. And then the more the picture is becoming complete, you will see the more you will have energy to keep on like working on it and making it look like beautiful for you. Yeah, and make it then start taking shape and start making more sense even to you yourself. All right. Okay, so after we have done all that, now we know like what our vision looks like, we know what our dream looks like. There are one way of like checking what we are saying and like making so that while we are thinking about it, to see if we are going the right direction, could be like to talk to people who really care about us, people who wish us well. The more you talk about this vision, the more it becomes like the more you believe in it yourself, the more it starts taking shape, right? Because as you are telling it to those who really care about you, you will have to say it in such a way that they understand. So if imagine you're trying to explain something that you yourself you don't understand, and the people will be looking at you and thinking, what is this person saying? Because whatever you'll be saying won't be making much sense. But the more you talk about it, you find out that the more sense it will make for also to people who are listening to you. All right, so that's one thing, that's what one advantages of telling it to other people. Okay, of course, with telling, you have to be careful as well who you are telling. There are some people who are dream killers. Yeah, you tell them your good dream, meaning well, but maybe they mean it well, I don't know. But some of them will give you such ideas that you will regret you ever told them, right? That like you tell somebody to say, please, like I was thinking this could be, and they give you some information where you think, oh God, why was I telling, why did I ever bother? Right, so you have to be careful who you tell your dreams. All right, and then remember also, there are some people that you might tell your dream and they will run with your dream and try and make it themselves, right? But don't worry, I always say don't worry about them, because they stole just the first starting sentence, but they don't know how this sentence is going to end. You will do your dream the way you want it, and you will come up with a completely different completely different what to say, like a different picture altogether. So don't worry about them. Of course, you still have to be careful who you tell your dream so that they don't crush it for you, but you really don't have to worry about those ones that they will run away with your dream. All right. Yeah, and then so next point on this one will be, because now you already know what exactly you're talking about, we start planning. Yeah, so as you start planning, you have to know, you now know what you are chasing, right? And then you start looking to say, okay, for me to achieve this dream, what do I need to have, right? So you make, like, I also like try and make a column, take a page and make 3 columns. The first column is, or even make 4 columns. The first column is where you say, for this dream to come true, what is needed. In this case, in this page, you are not sorting out anything. You are jotting down everything and anything you can think of that you will need for this dream to come true. You just have to jot down things. All right. And then you will see that, you come to a place where you have written all sorts of things that are requirements for this project. You have put them down for this dream to come true. I'm calling it this dream now is now a project. Okay, when you start writing things down, and then you say, like, because you are jotting it down and not sorting out, it will allow you not to leave anything. This is a checklist, right? So that's the first column, what is needed, right? And then in your second column, it will be, what do you have? Yeah, of this checklist you're going on, second column is, what do I have? And then you tick what you need, or like what you have. And then on the next column will be, what don't I have? What is needed but I don't have? That will be your third column. You can even prioritize that to say, okay, to do this, I need A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But there are some things that you need to do the first one before you can go to the second one. And you need the second one before you can go to, then you can put them in that order to start prioritizing what is needed and in which order. Okay. And then once you have that on the second column, and then you can put you can put a fourth column to say, there are some things that you might need to continuously check on, right? And then you put them on the other columns, or you can use this column for the not necessary must have, but will be good to have. You can put them also on that column to say, like, when you have time, well, you can just go on and try and do one or two of those things. Okay. Yeah, so that will be that on planning. On planning, this is really crucial, because if you leave things out, it will be difficult for you to it will be very difficult for you to achieve AEBCD. That's one, to achieve these dreams. And the thing with planning, it will stop you from jumping into something that is not yet mature, right? Like I said, there are sometimes, to achieve some dreams, you'll be forced to jump into something, or sometimes you take time to plan things. So if you are planning things, and it's always better to plan things, and do things accordingly in a mature way. All right. Yes, I know sometimes you just have to jump. Okay, I've jumped a couple of times, and sometimes I've got banned. Sometimes I've survived it, and I'm still here to tell the stories. Okay, so that's a stories for another day. Yeah, jumping, planning or jumping. So whichever way, but you take time, do your checklist. If you have enough time to plan things, plan your things, and not just jump. Okay, that will be planning. Okay, so the next part will be planning. Yes, the next part under planning will be, yeah, we've spoken about the checklist, right? So, like, these are things that I need to do, and then the next thing we'll start, like, okay, I said on this plan there is a section of things that you need to do. Yeah, so now what is needed, what you have already, like the resources that you have, and what is open. So that's, now we take that list of what is open to say, that's what we need to work with first, to say, before I can achieve this dream of this, what can I start doing first as a preparation ground? And then you start working with that, things that you haven't done that you need to put those in order. And then you take the whole plan to say, okay, you have written the checklist, and then you start saying, okay, from A, this is where I'm supposed to start, and then I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do step by step. So if you have done your checklist, it gives you already things that needs to be sorted. So because you have written it down as like with the priorities, that's already giving you a plan to when you are supposed to be doing things, right? And then because you have a plan of when you are going to do things, you go to the next stage. Now when you start really actively doing the action, you're no longer just talking, you are actually putting action into this. But because you have it down, You can actually start putting dates to say, okay, I need to have done this by such a date. And then I need to do this one by such a date. And then when that date comes, yeah, the deadline comes, you have to check, if I achieved it, yes, you tick. No, why not? And then you look into that, what went wrong, why couldn't you finish it? And then you keep on doing that for all the different parts of the different sections that you need. So that way you have a plan that you put down and you are working on it, you see, one by one point. If something didn't work out well, you have to go back on the drawing board to check what went wrong, why didn't it work out. For those that has worked well, you still tick, but you have to look at them as well to reflect on them, what went well, so that next time, you know, you won't just be like you're guessing, you are automatically knowing, you like you are reflectively working because you have something, you have something you're working on. Okay. Hello James, it's good that you are here. Yes, my telephone number, I'll give it to you. I'll put it down for you. Okay. So yeah, we have looked at it, like you've planned it, you're working on it. Like I said, step by step, you're looking at your priority list. Sometimes you might have to do, like, you know, like shift things around. You know, the thing is, don't forget that you the dreamer is the author. You the author, you're also the editor. So if you do something, you see it's not working, go back on the drawing board and change what needs changing. Panel bit here and there. Don't be stationary to say, because this is what I've put down, it has to be like this. Not really. It doesn't work like that. You can move things around. You know, like I'm saying, it's all about reflection and like putting things and committing yourself. And, you know, like as you are doing this, you have to plan things, right? And staying focused. Okay, so that's, and we'll expand on that later on. So like we are now saying, like you are working on it systematically, you know, like you're going. Okay, yes, so that will be that. Working on it. I have to warn you, it won't all just work smoothly. You say you start, you plan one way, it's all done, dusted well. There will be tears, there will be frustrations, there will be, oh, I just want to give up. I don't even know why I started this to start with. Okay, things like that will happen. Yeah, but don't give up. Okay, don't give up, because you want to do something, you want to achieve something, so you just have to keep going. Okay, because if you give up, you know, like because things are not working right, then it won't bring you anything. So what I'm saying is, as you are working on it, just be prepared, just have a buffer zone to say some things might give you a little bit trouble here and there, but it's still doable. You just keep at it, keep working on it. On working on it as well, another important part here is commitment. Right. If you are not committing yourself, then don't even start, because you are not going to go anywhere. You're not going to achieve anything. All right. If you are not committed, don't even start with this dream. Leave it as a dream, and you keep dreaming about it. Yeah. And then, because you know, you don't want to start things and leave them halfway hanging. So you just know, like with this dream that you're starting, you're working on it, it's already a commitment to yourself to say, I want to do this, and you're going to work on it, you yourself. All right. That will be working on it. Another point to work or to remember on this one is that, you know, some things might not work out straight away, right? And then some things will make you feel like screaming. Yes, it's all right, scream, but then still go back to work and say, like, okay, what did I do? What did I not do right? Okay. So yeah, and then while we are still on that, let's see, what do I have? The next point will be, you have already worked on it, you have cried, you have jumped, you have celebrated, you have sweated. It's taking shape bit by bit, you know, you're going back on the drawing board and sorting things out. Now the results are starting to show. Keep going, keep working, keep focused, right? Keep pressing on. and then start enjoying it as well, because once you start reaping the fruits of your hard work, you still have to really enjoy it, and you have to praise yourself as well for the hard work. Okay, so don't forget to praise yourself where you have done well, and also like do give yourself an honesty. Hey girl, you have to work hard next time if you don't do it right or you don't get it right. You have to encourage yourself, so and you are enjoying what you have worked for. But don't forget to over enjoy and stop going to work tomorrow. No, even if you know like it's working well and you're on this thing that you're doing, your dream is coming true, you don't have to completely relax and forget, say like, oh, now I've done well. Yeah, you still have to like really work hard, because you the owner, you are, remember I said you are the author, you are the dreamer, you are the engineer of this dream. If you relax, everything relaxes, right? So you can celebrate, yes, but keep your eyes on whatever dream you are doing, because if you sleep with all eyes closed, you might wake up and there'll be nothing there. Okay, yeah, so that's that. Enjoy it while the success, when the success starts coming, really have a good time with it, get a good go. Okay, so going on, the list is long. Yeah, we are saying release fear. You know, fear of the unknown stops us from getting further. Fear of the unknown stops us from managing things, managing our lives, because you think, hey, this dream, it's too good to be true. If I try and it doesn't work, people will laugh at me. You know what? Good news is they are already laughing. Whether you are doing something or you're not doing something, they will always have something to talk about and something to giggle about. So, by the way, this is your dream, this is your life. You are putting on that shoe that is not making you uncomfortable. So, well, do what you want to do, go for your dream and forget whatever they say, right? And besides, dealing with the fears, put them down. If you write them down, you will find out that they become less scary because you've put a name on them. All right, dealing with fears, we will talk about it in another different time where we can really go into detail about that. Okay. On another, it's a different episode that what I have, like when we are really talking about the fears, right? But bottom line is, if you are scared of something, put it down on paper. And then when you put it down on paper, you start looking at it and say like, but why is this thing so scary for me? And then you start thinking, what can I do to make this thing less scary? Right? You start thinking about it. What can I do? How can I overcome this? The fact that you are already thinking about that, it's already half solving your problem. Yeah, and you will see, once the fear has got a name and there's a solution, it becomes less scary. All right, so that will be a way of dealing with that, a way of dealing about that, about this, about something that is scaring you. Okay. Oh, where am I now? I'm losing it. Okay, so take like that's take release the fear. Okay, so like we said, like when you are deciding to now say like you have I'm working on this dream, you have to commit yourself. All right, that's really important, commitment, because if you don't want to commit, it's useless to start anyway. So that's another like an emphasis on that. Okay. I always have a thing to say: if you have made it, yeah, like I said, you've gone through all this hard work to achieve something and you've really made it, please make it a point to start helping others. Yeah, help others be successful. You find that you have so much joy, so much self accomplishment, because you have helped somebody. Yeah. So please remember that if you have made it, you are a good teacher. You can teach others how to manage what you have gone through, what you have done yourself, and you become a mentor for somebody and you inspire somebody. Like whether you like it or not, you are already inspiring people, because people are looking at you. People in your own family, children in your own family, and the neighbors' children, and the community, people are already looking at you anyway. Yeah, so you might as well actively, right, actively do something in that you pass on the knowledge that you have, without anybody forcing you to do it, to say, yes, I know, like I've gained this, I've worked it, I now know the way, come on guys, let me show you. Okay, so that would be like really helpful, and it will help the society, and you have many achievers, and many achievers make a good society. Okay, and because we have many positively geared people. Okay, yeah, another interesting thing in this project, in following your dreams, is that learn to see mistakes and failing to achieve things as learning curves, right? Like in the, maybe you've heard of the saying that, in everything that happens, positive or negative, there's always something to learn. Yeah, so for all those things that will become like for you negative, that will not work to your advantage, look at them and say, what went wrong? What can I learn from this? And take that as a learning curve, and you move on. So so if things don't work out, it's not an excuse for you to give up. So giving up is not allowed. Yeah, says life coach Vimbai Chiwuswa. Okay, you start something, you try and pull it through. Okay, try and get as much help as you can. That's another point, and we'll get back to that. So before you can give up, start seeing, what have I done wrong? What should I have done? Who should I have spoken to? Look at it along those lines, to say, what could I have done? Yeah. Let's see. Okay, James, you said you wanted my phone number. So my phone number, I'll type it for you. That's a UK number because I'm based in the UK. Okay, so what else do we have on this one? We're talking about success. So every mistakes, anything that don't go right, it is a learning curve. Okay, because it is a learning curve. You learn. You sit down and reflect about it to yourself, not lying to yourself. That's the most important. That you are looking at the situation really sober, to say, and truthful to yourself, why did this go this way? What could I have done better? Ask yourself those questions. Or what did I oversee? Yeah, and what did I take for granted? Ask yourself those lines, right? Those things, like, and then you see how to be prepared for the next line, if things come, let's say similar things happen. And you'll also be warned, so that, like, because you've taken an analysis of what has happened, but the next time something similar almost happens, you will be prepared, or you might even avoid that before it happens, because you've taken like a thorough check of what happened. Okay. One thing to talk about as well, is important thing, is to look at little things that have happened, to say, these little things that have happened, that have gone positive for you, those are like energy boosters. They will boost your energy, they will boost your self-esteem, they will encourage you to say, things can happen. I've done this little bit and I managed, so the next thing little bit I will manage too. So these little steps that you take that are working, they are like really power banks. You need those, right? And then so you have to keep on doing different little things, working towards the main goal. All right, so remember, you have a goal that you're dealing with, this dream that you have to make, achieve, and these little things that are going on there are like helping you, giving you that power, that boost that you need to move forward. Okay, so like you have to really remember that. And every little step that you do, don't underestimate them. They are really important. Okay. Yeah, so that's that on that. And I'll look at this to say, like, be open to learning. Don't say, because I've done this, I've managed, why should I continue working so hard? Continuously learn. I was saying, like, here in the UK, or like even in Germany, especially in the European countries, we have now what they are calling like CPD. Big word, CPD. It only means that continued professional development. Did you hear that? CPD, for continued personal development. What it means is, for some professionals, there is a law, official law, that says, for every year they have to learn particular new things. They have to keep their profession or their qualifications updated, right? So because the technology is changing, life is changing, things are changing, the environments are changing. So because everything around us is changing, so we have to continuously be up to date. All right. Because of that, that means you have to check yourself as well to say, okay, you have done this, you have managed, but what are you doing? Have you done that and you have stopped, or you want to continue? Yeah. So you have to to consider that, to say, okay, how do I manage to keep on going on and not remaining somewhere lost? Okay. All right, so that will be that. So like continuously update your skills. Don't sit and relax and say like, now I've made it, I'm up there, I don't need to do anything. Before you know it, somebody will overtake you. And when you get overtaken, it won't be easy for you to catch up and be high again. All right, so like just keep on chasing the technology, chase whatever you need to do in your department, in that line of dream that you have, to keep you up to date. Okay, otherwise you run the loss of being overtaken or remaining behind. Okay, so I will go now to one topic that I find that is dear to my heart. I know some people will get like irritated about it, but I already apologized before I say it. No, let me skip that one first. I will go to one, I will come back to it. One more thing is like, start where you are. Yeah, so I said, look, yeah, start where you are now, use resources that you have, okay, and keep it simple where you are now. Do what you have to do at where you are, and then grow gradually. And then, like, why I'm saying that, it gives you enough time and enough room to grow with your dream. Because if you try to start too big, you might be choked before you go anywhere. So, but sometimes if you start bit by bit, you grow with that dream. It might be really big, but sometimes you have to start like really small and grow as you go. I was talking to my friend the other time. I said like, oh, I feel like building so many houses, whatever. And she said like, you know what, my sweetie? Before, yes, the dream is good. One, you don't have the money for all that. You don't have this, you don't have that. Why not start small? Why not build one? Maybe build two. Maybe build three. Maybe build four. But you are starting small. I want to what? I want to become I don't know what you want to become. Have you done your groundwork? So do your groundwork, start small, start where you are with what you can afford in terms of time, in terms of resources, in terms of everything that you need, so that you don't choke yourself. I'm not here to preach do dreams, follow your dreams so that you choke yourself. That's not my message. My message is dream, and dream small and big, and do what you can to make your life comfortable, right? As comfortable as possible, that you can be chasing this whatever that you want to chase, but at the same time, you are doing it in such a way that you are not choking yourself, right? Because if you choke yourself, you're choking the family, for those who have family, right? So, and I don't want the family to be choked, and then you will say, I told you to do that, I advised you. That won't be good for me. Yeah. But no, like now, on a serious note, the idea is not that to get you into trouble, because I've said, any dream is achievable. Yes, all dreams are achievable. That's true. But you have to work for it, right? And every time, like, you have to set your dreams right and work for them and allow them to mature. Yeah. And use timing. Check your timing. That's the most important thing as well. While you're following your dream, you have to keep your eyes on your timing, to say, have you checked your things right? Have you checked your timing? Is your dream line and what you need to do, have you set it all according to your time? Yeah, and time resources, the time factor. The time factor plays a very big role in achieving some dreams or not achieving some dreams. All right, so just keep an eye on your time while you are following your dreams. Okay. So I said there is a topic that I'm going to touch today that some people will not like me for saying it, but well, if I don't say it, I'm not doing some people justice. So this topic now is about people, like say, in a relationship who are not contributing anything. It can be monetary funds, it can be, I'm staying at home, yes, I'll let my hubby take care of me, or I'll let my wife take care of me, you know. It's good if the other person can do it, but the problem that's coming, especially of late in these times that we are living in, where everything that is there is a pound or dollar or euro tag or even naira tag on them, or the RTGs. Yeah, there is a tag on everything that is being used. So you might find yourself, before you know it, in trouble. Right. The thing is, following your dreams and earning something for yourself, it boosts your self-esteem. It boosts your own self, like your own quality. It gives you another quality of life, because it removes that state of being dependent on somebody. It removes off you this thing of I'm just being taken care of. Yes, I am their wife. Yes, I'm their husband. But this other person has to go to work so that I can have my bread. Yes, I'm working in the house. Don't I know what housework is, right? I am a mom as well, so I know what I'm talking about. And I go to work and I come home as well. There are times when I would think, I'm too tired to wash the plate. Yeah, it happens. Or cleaning, I'll sort it out over the weekend. It happens. So I know what it means to do like housework, and then like yeah, I stayed at home with my little girl. Sorry, my little baby. I was at home, and after some time I did get bored, and before you knew it, he was in the preschool. Okay, so but that's me. Right. My point is, unfortunately, marriages of today, they don't last much longer like they used to. Remember, I've taken care of people who have been married for over 60 years. I've taken care of them. Yeah, I've seen people who have been married for donkey years, with one person working, the husband working, and the mother of the house taking care of the children, or even just taking care of herself in the house and the husband. So I've seen all that. But my point is, that's really a personal thing to say. My thing is, I've also taken care of women who have remained behind because their husbands left their houses and they took their wallets with them. Right. So if you stayed a mother, you were the mother of the house, you're taking care of the house, and you never earned anything, and you didn't pay anything into your own pocket, as if this is extra for you. If you don't have good lawyers, you will remain with nothing. Right. And if now you have been home for, like, say, 10 years, right, into your marriage, and things go wrong, you remain there, and for you to catch up those 10 years after you have been out of work will be like a really nightmare if you were not prepared. Right. I'm not preaching that houses would get destroyed or whatever. All I'm saying is, do something with your life, earn something. If you have a house, and like your partner says, I don't want you to go and work outside, work from home. We are in a generation where you can earn money from home. It's nice to say, you know what, I went shopping, and then I got my nails done, and you paid it for yourself. If you can pay it for you, well, okay. Or if she can pay it for you, well, okay. All right. But it just gives you another self-esteem. And if you go out there, you're talking to other people like, oh, so what are you doing? Unfortunately, housework as it is, it still has this thing, you are just a housewife, or you are a houseman. Oh, Jesus. Right. They still have that negative connotation, which is wrong anyway. right? Because like the mothers are the doctors, they are the counselors, they are the drivers. We are everything, right? Whatever you are, whatever is needed at that particular moment. Okay, so you are even the lawyers in the I don't even know, there's too much what mothers are, or women who are at home taking care of children. They know what I'm talking about. Okay, but the bottom line is mothers, and now you have dreams of your own. Your children will wake up someday and leave the house. What will become of you? Right. If both of you are working, you bring a paycheck and he brings a paycheck. What will stop you two from building your dreams and even make bigger dreams? If you have already achieved everything, then go for a holiday. Or even better, maybe is even make good donations to those children who don't have anybody to care for them. That is even better. But what I'm saying is dreams, people's dreams are part of them. They becomes a identity. It becomes part of your life. If you didn't achieve your dreams, you will feel frustrated. I'll give you an example. When I moved to the UK, with my degree in my pocket and things were not going, like, I even got a good job here where I was working in some nice office where I had a parking behind my door, behind the door. I didn't have to go and worry about anything. But in my heart, I knew that I wanted to do better. In my heart, I knew I had a dream that I dreamt more than 20 years ago, that I wanted to go to the UK and become a student. I wanted to study in the UK. Remember, I had already another degree from another country, but it wasn't in the UK. Yeah. So now here I was in the UK working, but my heart was bleeding. Those who know me, they can testify that I even became like really moody and all that. Until the time when I got and I said, like, ladies, my dear friends, celebrate with me. I am in the university in the UK. Like, wow. One friend of mine in German, she said, what, girl, you have changed listening to you talking. And you know what? I just got the place. I hadn't even started going to attend my classes. But remember, this friend of mine could pick it from my voice that I was so happy. Right. I was so happy because for me, this was a dream come true. I had not started going, but I had got the permission, like the admission, the paperwork was still going on, but the position that I had, it was secure. Right. But I was a changed person all of a sudden because I had achieved this. I didn't say I've graduated yet. I said I had gone into the university. I had been admitted into the university. You see what I'm talking about? And there I am now, smiling and glowing everywhere, right? Because for me, it became a dream come true. How it will end, I don't know yet. But where I am now, I just know like my life is happening. Things are going on. So that's what I'm talking about. To say dreams dreams can build or dreams can destroy. And if you are one of those partners who is sitting on your partner's dream, let me warn you, the moment that person will get a chance to sneak out and achieve that dream that they want to achieve, you have lost them. Yeah, it will be like a little bird that is broken out of a cage. You can say, come, I'll give you cookies. It will not come back. Right. So you might as well work together, support each other. Right. And see that dreams like people achieve their dreams is either as a family, either as individuals. I don't know how you're going to do it, but all I'm saying is please support each other in achieving dreams, achieving personal dreams. Families, yes, children will grow and they will go, but you will remain with your unsatisfied dreams. And you know what? If you are not careful, you will end up hating everybody else that you have to sacrifice your life for them. Right? It's not a crime to say, guys, I have given you my life, but now it's my turn. love yourself so much that sometimes you have to say, like, you know what, now it's me on the line. And then you make sure you do something with your life, do that thing that makes you happy, and following your dreams will make you happy. All right, at least that's what I'm claiming. Okay. Yeah. All right, then. So it's one of those things to say, yes, it's your dream, you follow it up and see where it takes you. All right, so that will be that on the dreams that we are following. Okay, and saying, yes, I know some people will not like it. I know about that. And I thought about it. It's a why, like, I'm really saying it cautiously because, like I said, I've taken care of families as a support worker for families, as a coach as well, for people who have gone down under, because they get so frustrated with their life because they never achieved those things that they wanted to achieve, because either whatever reason, for whatever different reasons that happened. That's why I'm just saying, like, you know what, I'll take time and I have the platform to say it. You can disagree, yes, it's allowed, we can discuss it, but what I can say is follow your dreams. Okay. Yeah, so I think that will be my list for now. I have lots of things that I can talk about, but I think I've picked up the most important things that I wanted to share with you today, to say, yes, this is what we are looking for, this is what we are doing. The fact that, like I mentioned a bit of loving yourself. As you are following your dreams, you are loving yourself, you are doing well, achieving that makes you whole. All right, so that's what you want to aim for. Okay, so that will be that was my topic for today, to say follow your dreams, work hard to get them, to see them achieved. And yes, it's important for you, and see that you communicate it to others in such a way that it will not break your family. Okay, I don't preach family breaking, that's not my thing. I preach, like, yes, you achieve what you have to achieve, and then see that, like, you sort it out with the people around you. I'm a family person, so as a family person, I don't go breaking other people's families. But, like, your dreams are important for you. See that, like, you communicate them well. Hello, Vinny, good to see you. You communicate them well with those who are dear to you, so that, like, the family union can be harmonious one, right? And then, yeah, you support each other whichever way you need to, so that there is harmony in the family. And if possible, don't just go jumping without planning things well. Okay, because it may burn you, and we don't want that. Yeah, we need to follow the dreams, but in such a way that people don't drown and end up worse off than where they were, because they were following dreams. All right, so I think that's up for me for today. I'm so happy to have been here, and I hope I encouraged somebody today. If there are questions, please do send them to me. If you need a one-to-one talk, you can give me a call, or you can email me, or, like, we can send me a text on Facebook, and then I'll pick it up and we'll take it from there, and see how I can help. Yeah. I have a request to make. May you please leave me some comments, either here on Facebook, or please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, it's Life Coach Vimbai Chiwuswa. I'll be glad for every subscriber and for the comments that you leave for me. The more I hear from you, the more I am learning too. Yeah. That would be really great. And if you even leave that, how do they call that little thing? Notification, you get to hear about the videos I'm uploading, and then you don't have to, like, really look for them, because, like, to just pop up to say, oh, there's a new something for you to go and have a look. Yeah, that would be really helpful, and yes, that would do me good. I thank you so much, and I wish you a really, 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 really blessed rest of the week. And yeah, God bless, and stay following your dreams. Cheers. So we start like with Facebook. Thank you so much, everybody on Facebook. It was good to have you around. Do come back. Sorry, before I go, one more thing. Next week I'll be here again with the topic. That will be like that was our topic too last time. So the topic will be managing hopeless situations. So managing hopeless situations for next week. Managing seemingly hopeless situations. Thank you for that. Bye on Facebook. On YouTube, where are you? Yeah, on YouTube. Yes, I said like we'll be here next week with next week Wednesday again with the topic managing hopeless situations. So thank you so much for tuning in. God bless. I'll see you again next week. Bye bye.